This is the EP Black Ghost. This is a little bit different take than the traditional Black Ghost. We're using bucktail, but we're going to be using a combination of two different EP color fibers. The fibers gives a little bit more bulk and a little bit more translucency to the fly itself. We're going to be using a size 4 streamer hook with a long shank for this fly. We're going to start by getting the thread base down and working that all the way back to right before the hook begins to bend. You're probably going to need about a 3-inch piece of the EP fiber here. I'm using a chartreuse, but a yellow would work just as well. Once you get your measurement in place, you want to trim this at the start of the thread base because we're going to lock all of the fibers in to help create some bulk to the body. And then we're going to be adding in our Mylar Tinsel. And this one is a silver and gold, and I'm going to be using the silver side to do my ramps. And once that's locked in, then you want to move your thread forward. And I'm just throwing a half hitch here to help lock things in a little bit more. Then a hackle plier works great to hold on to the tinsel because it is a little slippery. It helps you control the evenness of the wraps a little bit better. Then you're going to wrap that forward and lock everything in. The next part, we're going to be turning the fly over, and we're going to be tying in our EP fiber for a beard. And lock that in and flip it back over, and we're going to be adding the top section in white. I'm tapering out the fibers each time I add them here, rather than just having a straight cut. And we want this top section to be a touch longer than our back tail. And then make sure you even out the head. And get everything locked in with a few web finishes. And this next step is optional. I'm adding 2 eyes here. You can leave the fly just as is with a little bit of head cement or resin to lock everything down. But I like the look of the eyes a little bit better. And I'm doing a little bit of UV on each side and then rounding everything. It's a little easier than trying to deal with too much UV resin at one time. And then straighten out your fibers. And there you have it, a little more modern take on the Black Ghost.